Guy's hiding.
No, but Dallas.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch.
If Steven Crowder dies,
we're
it's my fault.
I'm gonna text him right now.
Joe's getting blamed.
Yeah.
That dude's moved around a lot.
Yeah. No, I know. Oh, yeah, that's true. But
remember he did that thing that Bob Ross paints Muhammad?
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, that took balls.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's literally something that they're allowed to kill you if you do, and he did that.
Allowed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strange time. I mean, this is also a time where criticizing anything that's Islamic is very dangerous because people call you Islamophobic and because people want to kill you. So you got two different things going on at the same time. But those same people will have no problem mocking Christians.
I'm not even I'm not a right-wing guy. I consider myself a little more to the left, but there's something I like about right-wing media, especially like the funny type of right-wing media, that they take fucking crazy risks.
You mean like Cumia?
Like Cumia, like Crowder, Steven Crowder is really funny.
He takes a lot of risks.
Like Gavin McInnes, I think is fucking hilarious.
Gavin's in the crossfire right now. The eye of Sauron is upon him. He's just
Really?
he said too much stupid shit about like inciting violence, and now that there's some article saying that the FBI considers him that the Proud Boys are a hate group, but then Cumia sent me something that he sent him, and I'll send it to you. He's saying it's bullshit.
The first time I heard about the Proud Boys, I was doing Gavin's show in New York, and he was with Dante Nero, which is a black comic in New York, and he was like, "Hey, me and him are in the Proud Boys," and I was like, "What the fuck's the Proud Boys?"
Hold
and
on,
he was like,
let's explain what it actually is. It was a joke.
At first, it was like, "We don't jerk off, so that we'll want to fuck our wives." And then, like 4 months later, I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Gavin McInnes quit the Proud Boys today. Well, you know.
Oh, is it today? I thought he had quit that years ago, though.
It just got posted, I think.
Maybe. Jamie, I'm sending you an article, too, where he's realizing how problematic it is to be connected with these people. And that, look, it's one of those fucking things. You want to have a group, you can't control everyone in the group. So anybody in the group that does something horrible, I just sent you something. Pull this up. This is Gavin's response to all this, because so many people got mad at me that I had Gavin on in the first place. But first of all, I had Gavin on because he used to be one of the founders of Vice. Also, because I had Gavin on before that, and he was fun to hang out with. Then when I had him on,
did he become weird now?
When I had him on the last time, one of the things that he was talking about was the Proud Boys. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. I think maybe I had heard of it, but I thought it was a joke. Turned out it used to be a joke. It started off as a joke on Compound Media. And Anthony will get into it better. He knows the history of it. But they were making fun of something. And they decided to make a fake mock group called the Proud Boys. Now, the problem with this is when you have a group that's supposed to be fighting Antifa, and I actually tried to express this to him when he was on the show, because he was talking about kicking people's ass. We're going to punch them in the face. I'm telling him to punch people in the face. I'm like, okay. That's not how reality works. Like, I don't know if you've ever been punched in the face or if you've been around people that like to punch people in the face, but you don't just punch someone in the face. What happens is you punch them in the face, they come back with a bat, somebody gets a knife, people get guns. It always escalates. It's going to keep going. You don't just get away with punching people in the face. And yeah, it's not good that these Antifa people bring bike locks and smack people in the heads with them, and that's kind of the point in that in the first place. Those people don't understand what happens when you start the chain of violence. Yeah. When you start that domino chain, they don't understand what happens. They think that they're living in some fucking book that they love about some revolutionary liberal character that, reaches out and smashes all these oppressors of social justice. That's not reality. In reality, you just hit a guy with a lock who's talking to you. You assaulted him with a deadly weapon, and the next thing you know, they're going to kill you, or they're going to beat you, or they're going to punch you. So when a guy like Gavin says something like, you should punch them in the face, I understand why he said that, because they were inciting violence. These Antifa people would hit people with things. They're wearing masks. Some of them were doing it non-violently. Some of them just wanted what they thought was the right things to happen. But like all groups, you get a fucking big group. You can't control everybody in the group. Yeah. And that happened with the Proud Boys too, I think. I think he decided to have this thing that was going to, mockingly oppose Antifa. Then it became real, and then it became violence. And this is just one of the problems that people have when there's a fucking group of people opposed to another group of people. And, you know, him quitting the Proud Boys is definitely smart, but I don't think it's going to help because now people they're saying he's a white supremacist. And what the perception that people have of you is almost as important as what you actually do.
It's probably even more important.
Almost.
Yeah.
Because not for you and not for me, not for people that are going to actually read into it, but for people on the outside, the perception of who you are is just too many things to learn. Okay, he's a racist. Oh, fuck that racist. That's all people hear. Yeah. That's all they say, and then they keep moving. Meanwhile, you got a guy who's Gavin, who first of all, he's not even American. He's Canadian. Second of all, he's married to a Native American woman. He is not a racist. He said he's a provocateur, 100% unquestionably. He says ridiculous shit because he thinks it's funny, but he's boxed himself into a very bad situation
as almost a troll or like.
Yes.
I didn't even think I know him. We're not good friends, but I like him a lot. And I'm pretty sure he's not even right wing. Like, I think he's just fucking with people.
He's definitely fucking with people, and he definitely has some right wing ideas. But more than that, he doesn't like some of the ridiculous aspects of the left. So it's more it's again like he's more opposed to some of the more preposterous notions of the left than he is really right.
Yeah,
but he's right on some things too, or right wing on some things. But like he came onto the show dressed like fucking Michael Douglas from Falling Down as a goof. He brought a briefcase and everything. Wore a tie and the white short sleeve button up shirt. He did it as a goof. Like that's him. He's a weird guy and he's funny. He says funny shit. But in this there's two different ways you can go through life, right? You could pretend, put on an act, or you could be yourself. What he's chosen to do is a little bit of both. He's chosen to pretend a little bit, but also be himself. So it's hard for people to know where the line is.
Yeah,
that's fun. That's fun if you're getting away with it. It's not fun when it turns on you.
Yeah, and
then you go, no, that part I was joking around about. People like says who, like who's right and who's wrong. Like it gets real slippery when people don't actually know who you are or where you stand.
Yeah.
And I think he thought it was fun to fuck with people a little bit with certain things. Yeah. And in this climate, man, that can be fucking dangerous.
Yeah, definitely.
He's Andy Kaufman of 2018.
No, he's not. He's a different thing. He's Gavin McInnes, you know. And I'm sad that all this shit is going down. And I hope it passes over and people get to understand. I mean, he's not a perfect person, but no one is. But what he is an interesting guy who's weird, says funny shit. Didn't he take a shit on the air once on his show? He stuck his finger up his ass and shit in a box or something.
He's done some weird stuff. He's not a bad guy.
He's a maniac. Yeah.
I've had